Alright, what's going on, people? Hope everything is okay. In this video, I want to show you how to play videos in your TTY console, okay? A lot of people knock TTY and this and that, and, it's not good for anything, blah, blah, but I kind of want to show you that it's a little bit more useful than a lot of people say, okay? Now, in some parts of this video, this might get a little chopped up on you, and you might lose me a little bit. Okay, and that's because I'm playing a video and recording a video at the same time, and doesn't really cooperate that well. So, first thing, we're going to be playing from a frame buffer, okay? So, you want to do something like cat boot, I'm going to say config, I'm running Slackware 14 with a huge kernel, okay? So we can say config and grep for something like buffer, or we can say frame maybe underscore buffer. How about frame? We'll just grep out for frame, okay? And you can check and see if you have frame buffer support. Okay, through here. A lot of OSs should have frame buffer support like automatically. Frame buffer support was from right before the 2.0 kernels. They took it out, and it was in like the 1 point something kernel. I think maybe 1.5. Okay, and then they took it out for the 5 to 2, and then from 2 on up, that support was always there. Before 1, frame buffer's always been there. Motorola 68K had frame buffer support. DOS has got frame buffer support. Okay, so frame buffer support has been around for a very, very, very long time. Now, some OSs might not enable it. I know with my 32-bit Ubuntu, I did not have frame buffer support, but with my 64-bit Mint, I have frame buffer, and with this, I have frame buffer. So it's a good possibility that maybe some of your later Linux OSs, especially the newer ones, might have it built right into the kernel already, so you might not have to do anything like that. Or you can check and say list dev, and you want to grep for grep by fd, okay, or fd0, fb0, b, okay. FB stands for frame buffer, okay. And if you have that, you're okay. And if not, you have to go research that and figure out how to add frame buffer support to a kernel, okay, and recompile it and use that kernel. And basically, the way that you would do it is you would say something like, actually, I need to remove one of this because that was a failed toot there. Basically, you can use mplayer, okay. Say mplayer. And you can always say mplayer help, alright? And you want to look for a couple things. Video out, okay? This is going to force a driver, okay? I'm going to use no sound on this because in the last video I was blasting what was coming out, and that was funny, but I'm glad that video kind of failed because I wanted to redo that. And here you can specify XY coordinates, okay, blah blah blah. There's a lot of different things you can do with mplayer. Mplayer is very useful, okay. And you can say something like mplayer video out, specify the driver, which would be fbdev2, okay. Don't think that's going to change too much. If you're using a 64-bit newer OS, like, maybe Slackware or Mint or maybe even Ubuntu, I don't think that's going to change too much. But it's all up to you on researching exactly what you need. And let me go back here. I'm going to say full screen. Can I say no sound here? Maybe I can get away with no sound. And the name of the video, which would be G, and I'll just hit a tab. Now, after I run this, the video is going to get pretty chopped up for a second, okay, and I'm sorry about that, but it won't happen when you're actually running the video, but since I'm recording and using the same device to capture my video, plus the video inside of it, it's going to be really kind of weird. Okay, so let's run that and see what happens. No, there's no such thing as no sound. Yes, there is. Let's see. Sound. No sound without the space. Okay. Alright, so, like I said, it's going to get a little funky, but roll with it. Oh, God. No sound, 1 dash. Okay. Okay, for real this time. Okay. As you can see here, it's playing. It's pretty good. But okay, you can run that with those type of switches there, or you could also run some stuff, and you could say something like you could specify the XY coordinates also, so you can make it a little bit smaller. If you wanted to run, standard would be 1024, and specify a Y coordinate, which would be probably 1024 by maybe 720. Nah, that's not right. 768, I think, maybe something like that. Okay, to your screen resolution. Okay, so or even 13 something by whatever that is. Okay, or you can even just go off target and just say by 300. We'll call it 500 by 300. Okay, and it'll play at those dimensions. So let's see if that'll work. Okay, you know. So you could be doing something, say over to tighten to the corner because I want to be able to show the prompt. So I'm going to say X and Y. Let's call it 300 by 300. No. Let's call it X coordinates. Full screen, maybe no full screen. Oh, or I could say full screen. Full screen. I can specify a zoom. Okay, so I can say zoom, and then I should be able to move that over to like in the center of the screen there. So automatically, instead of pushing up into one corner, I could say zoom, and it would be like in the center of the screen, something like that. So let's try that. Okay, that's a little bit better. And I could be doing something, let's say, you know, I could be doing work here and actually watching a movie at the same time. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I can say exit. That kills the movie. And don't forget, you can always put that into a little script or something. Okay? You can always put that into a little script. And I'll do that by saying I want to echo that into wherever your script might be or whatever. Just say run this dot sh. Okay, and let's say first let me say sudo su on it, and change mod executable run this. Okay, and then you can vi it out and make it look a little prettier. Bin bash. Say start. And we'll say end down here. You can always do that if that's what your default setting you want it to be, okay? But it doesn't have to be that. Remember in the beginning where I didn't throw any of these extra Y coordinates in at all, okay? and I got a full screen on it. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just do that now. Okay. And I'm going to leave the no sound option in, but if you want to watch videos without sound, it's okay, but if you don't, we'll take that no sound option out. And put an arg into it, okay? A 1 would specify anything after this program, okay? So if I said right quit, if I said something like echo arg, that's probably not going to work. Okay. Or echo 1. Yeah, that's not going to work. But anything after the script, so if you had, say, .run this, and you had your video, which would be that, it's going to automatically run this video, okay? Instead of having to say type out mplayer and all that other stuff like that, you're going to run the script. But if you don't put that arg in there, if you don't put the $1 or first argument, okay, you're going to get that. You're not going to be able to play the video this way. It'll type out the whole thing. But if I did that, you get that, and you can be doing something else, and life is cool for you. Okay? So, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll make a tutorial too. You can actually get YouTube. You can watch YouTube in FrameBuffer with mplayer too, but it takes a few different things. You need YouTube downloader, and you have to create a cookies file and stuff like that. But maybe I'll make a tutorial shortly about how to do that, and you can just be watching YouTube right from your FrameBuffer in your console, and you know, doing what you do and whatever like that. So that's all I got. So have a good day.